All right, sixth grade, our last video for the week. We're going to talk about adverbs as prepositional phrases. We talked about when we discussed adjectives, like several weeks ago, months ago maybe even, how when you say the man with the yellow hat went on a walk, okay? With the yellow hat was a prepositional phrase describing the man. Which man, right? Which man? The one with the yellow hat. So we know that prepositional phrases can be used as adjectives. They can also be used as adverbs as well. Remember, a preposition is anything we said that a Smurf can do to a mushroom or a bird can do to a birdhouse. If you think about it that way, it shows relationship, okay? Those prepositions were words that you probably needed to memorize so that you can spot them easily. Your book gives a couple of examples. A prepositional phrase that modifies a verb, an adjective, or an adverb is called an adverb phrase. It answers the questions where, when, how, or why. So here, in 1858, Theodore Roosevelt was born. Okay, if you're not already looking at page 232, you should be. In 1858, Theodore Roosevelt was born. In 1858, that's a prepositional phrase at the very beginning of the sentence. It answers the question when he was born. So this is an adverb phrase in 1858. Same thing with Ryan is good in school. It answers where he's good at. He's good at in school. So that's also it's an adverb phrase modifying where he's good. Sorry. Then we will visit you later in the year. This is also an adverb phrase answering the question when they will visit later in the year. All right. So an adverb phrase at the beginning of a sentence will modify the verb. An adverb phrase that modifies an adjective or an adverb usually comes right after the word it modifies. All right, so I want to practice a couple of these down here instead of the examples at the top so that I can make sure we have this. Number one says, at every opportunity show kindness. At every opportunity show kindness. Okay? My prepositional phrase as at every opportunity, okay? This is the prepositional phrase. Show is my verb, and it's an understood you is my subject. It's a command to show kindness. At every opportunity, it comes at the beginning of the sentence. It answers the question when you should show, which means it's an adverb phrase answering the question when, okay? The next one. Are you taking your sister to the playground today? All right. My prepositional phrase I automatically spot is to the playground, starting with the preposition to, ends with playground, okay? What is this describing? How do we know if it's an adverb phrase or an adjective phrase? It says to the playground. Are you taking your sister to the playground today? It's answering where you're taking, which means it's an adverb phrase describing where she's taking the sister. And are taking is the phrase. So needs two arrows. So basically all you're doing in this exercise, you don't have to tell me what question it answers, and you don't even have to label it adverb because all of these are going to be adverb phrases. You do, however, have to circle the prepositional phrase and draw an arrow to the words that it's modifying or describing. Remember, adverb phrases can describe the verb. They also can describe other adjectives and other adverbs. Okay, so be careful when you're looking through those. The last thing we're going to talk about is how do we diagram these. Okay, if it's a prepositional phrase, you guys know how to diagram prepositional phrases. You did it with adjectives, but instead of touching the noun that it describes, because adjective phrases modify nouns because adjectives like nouns only, it's going to touch the verb or the adjective or adverb that it describes. So here, I've already got this labeled. Here's my subject, you are taking, okay? And here's my prepositional phrase. So, You are taking. I know this prepositional phrase comes off of are taking, right? So this, the preposition goes here to, the object of the preposition goes here, playground, and this is the is always an adjective describing playground. Okay, that's how a prepositional phrase goes. Preposition goes on the slanted line, the object of the preposition goes on that line, okay? You are taking who or what, that's a direct object, right? Sister is my direct object, okay? Your is a possessive pronoun, which means it's describing whose sister, so it's an adjective. It's got to touch the word it describes. And then today is also a describing word. It describes when they are taking. They are taking today. So this is an adverb. Taking goes here. Okay? Now I've diagrammed every word in this sentence. All right, so don't forget those diagramming skills that we've talked about before. On page 233, there's some more diagrams. I only expect you to do the odd numbers of diagrams here. Just the odds, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. And then you also are going to have quiz 13 that's going to be uploaded to the syllabus under the document section for you. Remember, if you cannot print these quizzes off, if you can find a way to handwrite them on paper, not the tests, they're super long, I get it. But the quizzes, they're typically shorter. You can handwrite them and then snap a picture and turn them in to me. That would be great. And if you're having trouble with that, all you have to do is email me and let me know, and we'll figure out some other way to do this, okay? 6th grade, good luck, and I will see you guys next week.